There we go. That's better. I need to re-curl this and fix this lash. What's up, y'all? I'm doing my makeup and going live right now on YouTube. So head on over, check me out. Hey, girl. Just throwing it on Instagram real quick, and then I'm about to start my makeup. Hey, Shar. I'm going out to eat for my anniversary, so I gotta like move today. Like I can't be, I can't be playing with y'all. I gotta move today. But I just wanted to jump on here right now. Do do. Camellia Yvette. Okay. All right. It's my anniversary, guys, and I'm about to do my makeup for dinner. So I figured I could talk to y'all because I got a lot to tell y'all, a lot to catch y'all up on. All right, that's my Instagram. Thank you. Oh, ready to go back to work? That's exciting. That's super exciting. Got my little makeup right here. This is all the makeup I have packed. Y'all. Oh, I'm going to jump right into it. I just got back from New Orleans today. If you follow me on Instagram, then you already know some of the story. If you don't, buckle up. There's a wild story coming. Very wild story coming. Oh my God. So, hold on. I got to find all my stuff. Y'all know what I've been loving a lot lately? Like for real. I've been using this Rare Beauty Brow Harmony Precision Pencil in deep brown. This is becoming a favorite of mine. And this is a lot of damn hair. I don't know if I love this wig. Hold on. But that brow pencil is becoming a favorite of mine for real. Hi, Melinda. Just put this hair back some. So, like I was saying, I just came back from New Orleans this morning. I told y'all I was going to see Beyonce again. I'm gonna use this one size. Let's get that out there. I'm gonna use this one size primer. But I told you guys I was going back to see Beyonce again. We went and saw her in Tampa last month, so I headed to New Orleans to see her again this week. You guys. So, we decided, so we went to Tampa, right? Mark was supposed to just drop us off at the concert. Me and my friend went, and Mark was just supposed to drop us off at the concert and come back to get us, right? Um, so instead, when he got there, he was like, "Well, let me just see how much a ticket is because the traffic is so bad. I don't know if I'm going to want to, it's going to take me 30 minutes to get back, 30 plus minutes in the traffic to get back to the hotel, 30 plus minutes in the traffic to get back to y'all. By that time, I could just park and stay here. And if I can get a cheap ticket, I could just go see the show." So that's what he did. And he found this cheap ticket. He found a ticket for like $100. And that's including the fees. The actual ticket was only like 60. And that was like as soon as the show started, like at 8 o'clock, they were just dropping tickets. So I was like, oh my God, that's such a good price. When we love the show so much, we were like, we can do it again, like run it back in another city and try to do the same thing, go without tickets, and just see how that goes, and try to get a cheap ticket and go to another city. So we planned it all out. We decided on New Orleans. That's what like fit with both of our schedules. We decided on New Orleans. So we flew down to New Orleans on Tuesday morning. The show was on Wednesday, and we didn't have tickets. We've been watching the tickets for like the last, few weeks or whatever. And of course, this past week we've been watching the tickets. Now, the tickets like they went up. They started to go up as the week went on. And so I'm like, this is going trending the opposite way of where it's supposed to trend. But you know what? That's okay. Maybe it's just going up for the week because people last minute they start to get desperate. They wanna get their ticket. But then, by showtime, it's gonna start going down because people gonna be like, I really need to sell these tickets. So day of Wednesday, tickets were not going down right. It's like 5, 6 o'clock. Hey Dawn. It's like 5, 6 o'clock. Showtime is at 8 o'clock. We getting ready for the show. Tickets still ain't going down. They still $300, right? 300 plus dollars. They had actually went up because they were like 100 something, maybe 200 something the couple days before. And then a day of the show, they was like three something, four something. That was three something for the highest seat, like your back against the top wall, highest seat. The good tickets were still like $700, $800, like 5, 6 o'clock. But we like fuck it. We go out to eat, we go get shots, we all dress for the show. We head to the super, get in the cab, head to the Superdome, get to the Superdome at about 8 o'clock, which is showtime. Tickets still three something, four something, five something, six something. It's scalpers out in front of the building. Like, we got these tickets for $600, and they were in the 600 section, which is the top section. I'm like, I'm not paying $600 for that. And we like, we can get those cheaper online. And he like, no, you can't. No, you can't. I'm like, yes, we can. We looking at them. We on SeatGeek, Ticketmaster, all that, right? So come about 8:30. I can no longer get into SeatGeek. Like, we're still standing out there waiting on tickets to go down. I can no longer get into SeatGeek. It keeps saying no events found. Ticketmaster and shut down for the event, everything. But my friend who with me, she getting into it. She into it. And she like, I see all the tickets right here. That's super weird. And I'm like, well, let me try to, log out, log back in. I did all that. Still can't get into anything. But she's still in because she's still, I was like, oh, well, maybe it's because you logged back in. And she like, dang, they're not even showing me the 600 section no more. Them tickets must be gone. So I'm gonna get this ticket here for. She's like, I'm gonna get this ticket here for like $300, and we just gonna go in. Okay, whatever. We kind of mad about that, but whatever. Then all of a sudden, she like, I see this ticket right now for $200, and I'm like, 200, and she like, yeah. I'm like, grab it, grab it, grab it. It's 8:45. She gets the ticket. They confirm. We're headed in. Right? We're headed in. We get through security, they check our purses, all that's good. Get to the line where they scan the tickets, y'all. Get to the line, they scan the tickets, and we're next in line. And the girl, like, we're next in line, and my friend, she like, oh my God. And I'm like, what? And she like, I bought tickets for Kansas City. Kansas City, which is Sunday show. This past or this Sunday show. And I'm like, are you serious? And she's like, yeah, I bought tickets for Kansas City. So the reason the 600 sections dropped off was because she bought tickets for Kansas City, and I ain't got no damn 600 section. So we get out of line and just sitting there looking stupid, y'all. Just looking stupid. Like, I mean, about to cry. Like, legit about to cry. We were so excited. We came all this way. We just knew we was getting that like, it was never a thought in my mind that we wasn't getting in the concert, right? We just knew we were getting in the concert. And so like, sitting out there about to cry, like, what are we going to do? All of the box offices are closed. We can't get into SeatGeek anymore, can't get into Ticketmaster. What are we supposed to do? So we sitting out there, and we like, well, let's go down and see where the scalper is. Let's see if his tickets prices came down. We can go talk to the scalper. scalpers gone. Everybody in front of the show is cleared out except for the people with no tickets. It's like a ton of people out there with no tickets. I'm like, these wow. It was a group of like 4 girls. Like, we just drove now 15 hours from Maryland and we ain't had no tickets. I'm like, what? Y'all is insane. Then I was thinking, I was like, well, I kind of did the same thing, but like sitting there about to cry every day, like, ain't no more tickets being sold, tickets sold out. Y'all need to clear out of here from in front of here, in front of the Superdome. Hey, girl. So, hold on. Let me wet my beauty sponge. I'll be right back. Huh? That was nice. So which shoe? Oh, which shoe? Either one. I mean, they're not really match. So what? They're not really match. What don't we match? The Jordans. So the brown ones. Yeah, that was a match. Okay, I'm back. So we are. What was I saying? So we in front of the Superdome. They like, y'all gotta clear out. Ain't no more tickets. No more tickets being sold. Y'all not getting in here. So we sitting out there just looking crazy, right? And then both like my friend, like, she like, nah, we gotta figure this out. We ain't come this far just to come this far. That was our motto all week, right? Because shit was going wrong. That was our motto all week. Like, we ain't come this far just to come this far. And she like, look, this is what we gonna do. We gonna go up there with confidence, right? Like, we got a ticket, because we did have a ticket, technically. Just not the right ticket. But she like, we gonna go up there with confidence. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Lenitra. Hey, girl. But she like, we gonna go up there with confidence, and we just gonna, we'll go up there with confidence. We gonna do it, and we just gonna pretend like we don't know the ticket ain't good, and then we'll go from there. So I get to use my acting skills, right? So we go up. I'll let her lead. So we go up to the back to the line where they were scanning the tickets to let us in the door, and we went to. It was like maybe 10 doors full of people. And the people had started to clear out because at this point it's like 9:00. Maybe a little after 9. It's like 9:15 somewhere. Yeah, it's like 9:15. So y'all, for foundation, I'm gonna use the House Labs and Glossier foundations. I've been mixing these lately. They're amazing, I promise you. So we found a girl, we go up to her, she tried to scan the ticket, and obviously it says ticket not valid or ticket not found or something like that. And she just like keep trying to scan it. And I'm like I'm in the background, like, what's going on? Like, the show about to start. What's happening? What's wrong with the tickets? And she like, I don't know. It's just not scanning. And we like, well, we got the barcode here, the ticket, like, it's right here. Like what's going on? Who do we need to talk to? And she like, well, did you try to put it in your Apple Wallet? Now, I didn't want to put it in our Apple Wallet because if you put it in your Apple Wallet, then the date and the location and everything would be super pronounced, and we would have been bust, right? We'd have been found out. So luckily, for some reason, it kept not working because she was pushing a button in front of them to put it in her Apple Wallet, because my friend was the one that had the tickets, and it kept not going to the Apple Wallet for some reason. I thought she was playing because I was like, oh my God, please don't put it in this Apple Wallet. I thought she was joking that it wasn't going in, but she was like, no, it was working out in our favor because it actually wasn't going. And so the girl like, well, you got to go downstairs and talk to Ticketmaster. And she gave us the location. And so we like, well, what are they going to do? We're like, what is that going to do? What are they going to do? And she's like, well, they'll just print out the tickets for you. So we walk away like, fuck. If we go down there, like, they for sure obviously are going to see that it's not the right, not the right tickets. So we start casing the joint, right? Like I told you, it's like 10 doors full of people like taking tickets. However, the people are starting to clear out. So we starting to case the joint and see, what doors was empty and who we could kind of like talk to and talk into, like letting us in. Like, hey, we'll slide you 100 if you just let us in. We'll figure the rest out once we get in the door, but we just got to get in the door. So we see this old man, And my friend, like, I think he gonna be the one. I think he gonna be it. And but for some reason, I think somebody was at his door, so we went to the girl next to him, and her scanner wasn't working, and she would just kept saying, "I don't know, my scanner's not working for some reason. Just try him." So she sends us over to the old man. Nobody else is around. I guess he just thought that we were trying to get in without tickets because he was like, "The cops right there." Like we get up to the door here. As soon as we get up to the door, he just like, "The cops right there." And we like, so if the cops weren't there, you would let us in? And he kind of turns around and shakes his head. And we like, oh shit, we in here. So then he like maybe like 5 seconds later, he turns back around, scans my friend's phone for the tickets. Obviously the tickets didn't work, and he just waved us through. Baby, we in the doors. We in the doors. Got through, and yeah, got in. We didn't have seats, but we got in. And we didn't miss any of the show. We got in at 9:30, 9:41 is the time we got in. She was still singing Dangerously in Love, which was the first song. Baby, when I tell you I could have cried right there, I said, how did we do that? How did that even work? But we got in the doors, and then so the doors we came in right in section 107. We need to leave by 8:20. Oh shoot. Okay. I got 13 minutes, y'all. I gotta hurry this up. So the doors we came in was right by 107, like section 107. At the Superdome, like this wouldn't have worked nowhere else. Cause like at the Superdome, in that first level where like the concession stands are, at least where we were standing in section 107, like all you gotta do is stand behind the last row of seats on the first level, and you can see the entire stage, the screen, everything. You could see all of it. And so, like, the seats were so good. Well, the standing place we were standing was so good. I got messages all week, like, with people, well, since the show, people asking me, like, how did y'all not have tickets to getting into, from not having tickets to getting into box seats? Because they literally look like box seats. Like, that's how good the view was. I mean, amazing. We had to stand up the whole time. Like I said, we ain't had no seats, but baby, we was in the building. And I wore flats this time, so I was good. Okay. I was good. And it was the best freaking show. Just the same as the last one. Obviously, the last one was amazing. This one was amazing too. I mean, it was even better the second time. Like it was even better the second time. It was crazy. So she got on stage, like I said, maybe about 9:37 or something, and she didn't get off the stage until 12:30, 12:40. Like we didn't get by the time we hung out a little bit, got something to eat, was on Bourbon Street for a bit. We didn't get back in the bed till like 4 o'clock. And that was my concert story. That was my concert story. We got extra lucky. I was like, you know what? It was a good plan. Like, obviously, it worked in Tampa, but we wasn't expecting it to work. I feel like I would do that last minute ticket shit if I'm like, if it's something like, say I was like a passive Beyonce fan, and I was like, oh, it would be nice to see her in concert one day, and we just happen to be in New Orleans. So yeah, let's try to get tickets if we're in that area. But I would never do that again for somebody I really like. Where's my powder? Hold on. Where's my powder? Where's my powder? I need my powder. All right, we're gonna make it forever. But yeah, I would never do that again for somebody that I really, really like and really want to go see. Cause it was a lot, y'all. It was so stressful. Like I feel like that whole day, I was just stressed the fuck out. Like not knowing if we was gonna get in because them tickets weren't going down. I was just so stressed out. So good plan. It worked out, but I probably wouldn't do that shit again for real. It was fun though. And then of course it didn't get no better because yesterday we messed around and missed our flight. So we missed our damn flight from New Orleans to Dallas. We just underestimated traffic. And so we missed our flight from New Orleans to Dallas, and they were like, our flight left at 5:56 p.m. And they were like, okay, well, we have another flight leaving to Charlotte at 6:30. We can put you on standby And there's a connection in Charlotte that'll still get you home on time. And we like, you know what? God been looking out all day, like all this whole trip. God been looking out. Like he gonna look out again. You know what? God said y'all show asked for a lot because God left our asses stranded. Nah, for real though, God was like, y'all done ran out of favor here. Okay. But so we didn't get on that 6:30 flight. They called my name, but all they had was one ticket. And obviously I wasn't leaving my girl in New Orleans. So we talked to the American Airlines agent, and the lady's like, if I were you, um, I would get out of New Orleans because everybody is flying home from the concert and it's gonna be the same deal tomorrow and Saturday. She was like, all these flights are booked until Sunday. So to get on a standby flight, like you're gonna have to get lucky, basically, to go to Dallas or Charlotte, because that's a huge hub, right? So she was like, you're going to have to get lucky in order to get on one of these flights, and you may be sitting here all day tomorrow. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. So she like, just fly to, we got this next flight to Dallas, fly to Dallas. There's no connection for you, but you can get on a connection at 7 a.m. So we're like, well, fuck, we really don't want to do that because we don't want to spend no more money on like hotel or anything for a few hours, but we didn't really have a choice. So we flew to Dallas. We sitting there. I think we were still like a little stunned that we had nowhere to go, and it was like 9 p.m. in Dallas. So we're sitting there and we're looking at like our options, hotels, lifts, Ubers, all of that. The lift would have been like $60 from the airport to the hotel, and then obviously another probably $60 back in the morning. And then the hotel was like $90. So it was like, well, maybe it'll be cheaper just to rent a car. It was. However, I mean, that's just more time taken up, that like less time that we had to sleep, because we'd have to be back at the airport at like, 5 something or whatever. So we was like, fuck it. We'll just hunker down and we sleeping in the airport. And that's what it is. And that's what the hell we did. So we like ate, we got back and we went back into the airport, went through security again. We ate and sat there and talked for like an hour. By that time it's like 11 o'clock, and then we just started walking. We were in Terminal C, so we needed to get to Terminal A. We go to look for the little tram that takes you around the terminals. The tram doesn't work after a certain time because they maintenance it, so we had to walk all the way to Terminal A. And if you've ever walked terminals, like, girl, that was more than a nap, honey. that was a whole night's sleep. But if you ever walk terminals in like one of those big airports, that was like a 30-minute walk, y'all. So we walking with our luggage at like 11 o'clock, 11:30 through DFW, trying to get to Terminal A. We finally get there, get to our gate. Right across the hall is one of those like minute suites. So basically you can go in there, you can rent the room for 8 hours for $200. And it had like a little trundle bed, so it got like a day bed, and then it pulls out at the bottom for another like bed, and then it has like a desk, a TV, a chair, and all of that stuff. So yeah, so that's what. So we were like, the rooms were like, we looked at the rooms, was like, oh, this would be so nice, because all the chairs were like sitting straight up. I was like, we ain't gonna get no sleep. So we looked in the rooms and was like, this would be nice. And then he was like $200, and I was like, I ain't paying no $200. I just won't get no sleep. I'll fuck around and sleep on the floor for a few hours. I don't know. I ain't paying no $200. So the rooms were running hot, and we was like, well, since they so hot, can we get a discount? And he was like, yeah, I could do it for like 150. And we was like, what about 100? Like half off. Ain't nobody else here. Like, just give us the room. So he gave it to us for half off. So we got to sleep in there for $100. And we like slept in that little uncomfortable hot ass room. I think by the time we laid down, it was like 12:30, and we had our alarm set for 6, and we got up at 6, got on our 7 o'clock flight, was home by 11 Cleveland time. And sorry, that is my story. That is my story. Look at God. That's right, baby. God had us minute suites. Is that what I said? Minute suites. That's what they call it. God had us. Like, I'm telling you, man. So much stuff like went wrong on this trip. It was, well, I can't say it went wrong. The trip was poorly planned. Let's be honest. We didn't have any plans of what we were gonna do. All we had was a place to stay and how we was getting there and getting home. We ain't had nothing else planned out, and we was able to do everything and then some, and had a blast and stories for days. Like, I have never, ever, ever spent the night at an airport. Um, I've never done that. So that was definitely different. But baby, we got in that room, closed that door, and I slept for like 5 hours. I didn't think I was gonna get no sleep last night. And then I came home and slept some more too, because I was still super tired. But yesterday was the longest day. And then I ran out of clothes and we didn't even have no clothes. So even if we done went to the hotel, I was like, I could shower, but I don't have no clothes. I don't have no nothing. And it was crazy. It's that's some college level madness. Yes, it is. It is. I'm too old for that. But it was a good time though. It was the last like 36 hours of the trip was very anxiety ridden, right? I was like, I'm too old for all this anxiety, right? I can't be doing this. However, it was a we had a time, okay? So the Kansas City tickets are up for sale right now on SeatGeek. So if y'all want to go to Kansas City, they up there. You can definitely get them. So they're up for sale. So I'm pretty sure we're going to sell them. The question is just for what. I mean, even still, so we ended up spending like after the fees and stuff, the fees be ridiculous. But after the fees, we ended up spending like I think it was like $400, like four something, like a little, like low fours is what we ended up spending. So even if we get back, let's say we get back 300 of that, that means we got in a Beyonce concert for $100. And if we get all of them back, all of it back, baby, that means we got into the concert for free. And that makes the story even better. Okay. That makes everything we went through all worth it. We didn't miss any of the concert. Like I said, no, we didn't have a seat, but you don't sit down at that concert anyway. Like if any of y'all went to that concert, we didn't sit down at all in Tampa. Like sometimes in the middle of the sets, we would sit down to rest our feet because both of us had on heels. So we would sit down to rest our feet like in the middle of the set. But other than that, you don't sit down at that concert. Like once she comes on stage, that's a wrap. You're standing up the entire time. So it wasn't bad at all. I just knew Big Frida was gonna come out too. I thought Big Frida was gonna come out, but Big Frida did not come out. But we got Blue Ivy, we got the Big Three, which was like the three songs that she don't sing at every concert. So Thick, Drunk in Love, and All Up in Your Mind. She sang those, and then we got the wristbands. And the only people who got the wristbands were I want to say LA and Houston, and they basically lit up on every song like different colors, like the theme of the song. They lit up that color. So we got the wristbands, the Big Three, and we got Blue, but no Big Frida. I thought we was gonna get somebody, but no Big Frida. But it's cool. It was a great show. Beyonce done made my summer, honey. I don't sinkers and seal say now. Like now, look, them flats I had on, those were not the most comfortable flats, and so standing up like for 3 hours, it was rough. But I had such a good spot. I didn't want to lose it because there was several other people standing up too, and I think it was the people that probably bought the seats because there was a lot of seats they were selling that were like non-viewing seats, and I was like, I would never pay $300 for non-viewing seats. I love me some Beyonce, baby, but it was a lot of like non-viewing seats, and so I think those people probably just came down and stood. So it was like a ton of people. Like it wasn't just us standing; it was a ton of people standing, and it was just such a good time. It was just such a good experience, a good time. I know I can hunker down and spend the night at the airport if I need to. And and yeah, like you said, that was some college level shit.
Text you like,
I know. I said okay. I'm ready. Say hi.
what's up?
Say happy anniversary, y'all. Why are you looking like that?
Because 8:20.
But you said no.
That's why I was gonna text you and say we need to be ready to leave at 8:15, so you'll be ready to go by 8:20.
You probably should have said that. I'm ready though, for real, for real, for real. I'm ready. Give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I'm starving too. All right. I'm about to get in trouble, y'all, because I got to go. I think I'm ready. Hopefully you guys enjoy this story time and this little get ready with me. So this is what I'm wearing. I just got on these little earrings. And I'm wearing this jumpsuit. We're going to Pier W, which is like a fancy, like, I think it's a seafood. Yeah. And it sits like right on the water downtown. It's a really cute place. But this is that's what I'm wearing. I can't really move it, but let's see. Oh, that's better. So yeah, this is what I'm wearing. And we're gonna hang out tonight. So thank you guys for watching. I love you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.